Welcome, and thanks for joining us for this episode of Scope. First elected to the 5th National Parliament for the Kompiam-Ambum Open seat in the 1992 general elections, Sir John Thomas Pundari has served in the National Parliament for more than 25 years. Sir John was only 25 years old when he entered politics.
Sir John Thomas Pundari was the youngest Speaker of Parliament in the history of Papua New Guinea when he was elected in 1997. He was only 30 then. He was also appointed to several portfolios when he was first elected as member for Kompiam-Ambum in 1992. He was appointed Public Accounts Committee Deputy Chair on November 1992 till June 1994, member of the Broadcasting of Parliamentary Proceeding Committee from August 1992 to September 1994, and the Parliamentary Referral Committee on Primary Resources from June 1994 till September 1994. Other appointments include memberships on the Bipartisan Select Committee on Provincial Governments in March 1993 and the Parliamentary Referral Committee on Justice, Private Business Committee Deputy Chair, and Public Works Committee in September 1994. Sir John was then re-elected to the 6th National Parliament in the 1997 general elections for the same seat. He was elected Speaker in July 1997 till his resignation on July 1999. He also founded and led the Edwin's Papua New Guinea Party, or APP, in May 1999. Sir John was also appointed as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Women, Youth and Churches in the Morobe government in July 1999 until APP exited from government in December that year. He was appointed Minister for Lands and Physical Planning following APP's re-entry into the Morata-led government in April 2000. APP was disbanded on April 29, 2001 to merge with the People's Democratic Movement. Sir John was then named Minister for Foreign Affairs on May 2001 following a cabinet reshuffle of the Morata government. He was later decommissioned as minister on October 2001 and subsequently left PDM. He then formed and led the Papua New Guinea Revival Party into the 2002 general elections as its parliamentary leader. He was re-elected to the 8th National Parliament in the 2007 general elections for the same seat as a National Edwin's Party candidate. Sir John was appointed Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee Chair in September 2007, then Minister for Mining in July 2010 till August 2011. He was re-elected to the 9th National Parliament in the 2012 general elections for the same seat as a National Edwin's Party candidate. Appointed Minister for Environment and Conservation in the O'Neill Dion Cabinet and Minister for Environment Conservation and Climate Change in the O'Neill Able government from August 2017 to May 2019. He also served as Chairman of Public Accounts Parliamentary Committee between June 2019 and December. Sir John was re-elected to the 10th National Parliament in the 2017 general elections as a People's National Congress Party candidate. He was appointed as Minister for Finance and Rural Development in the Morobe Basil Cabinet in December 2020 in his 5th term in this parliament.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now announce the arrival of His Excellency the Governor General and His Royal Highness.
On the eve before our departure back to the UK, Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, and her husband, Vice Admiral Timothy Lawrence, were invited to the government house for an investiture ceremony for recipients, said John Pundari. Sir John Thomas Pundari received the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire to be invested with the insignia of a Knight Commander of Civil Division, KBE. This was a significant moment honoring Sir John as one of the longest serving members of the National Parliament, former Deputy Prime Minister, and former Speaker of Parliament for the past 25 years. Sir John was recognized in the Queen's Birthday Honours and Awards in 2019 with Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire. Sir John, in an interview, talked about why he formed a new political party, Liberal Party, in preparation for the upcoming national general elections. Sir John recently launched his party at Londol Village in Upper Ambum, Kompiam-Ambum District in Enga Province. Sir John says Kompiam-Ambum District is not an easy electorate to manage. Since entering politics in 1992, districts in those times did not get the sort of financial support they get today. In 2002, Sir John contested the Enga provincial seat but lost to the incumbent governor, Grand Chief Sir Peter Ipatas. He says the 5 years out of politics taught him many lessons when he made his way back in after the 2007 elections. Sir John says Liberal Party is now ready for the elections and will be partnering with the biggest coalition, Pangu Party.
When we come back, Waingsoduna people yet to see proper running water system, and YWAM Medical Ship collaborates in SOLAS training. The people of Waingsoduna in the Morobe Rural LLG of Huon Gulf District are yet to see proper running water in their village. Lae Reporter Carmella Gware was in Waingsoduna recently and spoke to Kobo Ward Councilor Max Yawo about their struggles to access clean water. Yawo said their great-grandfathers have been drinking from catchments and the Waria River, a trend that their generation and their grandchildren are continuing. The outlying villages of Morobe Rural LLG in Morobe's Huon Gulf District can only be reached via the sea and is more than 5 hours away from Lae City. One of these villages is Waingsoduna, where there has never been a proper water system, no electricity, and struggling health, education, and law and order system. The people there have been drinking water from catchments or well water for as long as they can remember.
Since long tupuna papa mama yet ikamosem inoga one pla water, one pla proper water lo this place. No got to. Plus I drink this taiswara, plus I dig more taiswara, plus I drink long. You come midday, papa mama midday, me plus still stop and this is same place stop long. Lago pro drink this taiswara yet this stop.
Councilor Yawo said the Works Department installed a hand pump for them in 1992, which was a great relief until the pump broke 6 years ago due to rust.
6 years now. Salt water, close to the salt water, sometimes I make it cooking. I am cement at last. I have Nansai. I'm Sai Buru Posem. And Buruki was no got at Kissim, Puri Warakamata. And now send me Buruki, cement. Cement now, what I start pescaria. What I start pescaria now, and Savaratason tree. Long cook too, same warataso. You know, got one flower, same warataso. Sampla or So take him arelo house, put him drum, you go down. Drum waratasol, proximity.
When water in the village dries up, their next best option is to drink from the fast-flowing heavy sediment Waria River, commonly known as Waria. Villagers there paddle for over 2 hours to reach the river, fetch their water to cook and drink, and paddle back.
One kind of Kobo and one kind of sandwich to provide community long work, Kobo water level. Because time nogat wara, len wara, and kind time to sun, and me progada go drink wara, leti wara. You know, good wara taso me progada go drink this wara. Long pla, tiny place, long play ya, play come and drink wara taso. Online le ya tu. Time wara I finish bigla sun or pulo utimo kita container long kanuna or puri goro waria na purma pe waria na karemika also drink this wara mista ego finish by puri go back ken purma pe waria ken ke karemika misra and plus I working also mista.
On behalf of the people of Waingsoduna, the councilor is calling on their district and provincial leaders to install a proper water system in their community. YWAM PNG Medical Ships, after several years of serving the rural marginalized people in Papua New Guinea, has elevated its services in 2022. Recently, the YWAM MS collaborated with the Pacific Maritime Training College in Port Moresby to take the SOLAS training on board. Previously, in late March 2022, the YWAM MS also made an innovative move to introduce a semi-trailer equipped and modified as a mobile dental clinic to be located at the satellite base in Port Moresby. It will be used in selected schools in the National Capital District to promote oral health in collaboration with Colgate.
The Pacific Maritime Training College, or PMTC, in Port Moresby had collaborated with the YWAM Medical Ships, Australia and Papua New Guinea to strengthen maritime training in Papua New Guinea. The collaboration started in the last week of March 2022 with a one-week safety of life at sea, or SOLAS, full course, where PMTC instructors facilitated the course aboard the YWAM PNG. 20 students, including 13 PMTC students and 7 YWAM PNG Medical Ships crew members, completed the SOLAS course with certificates in a small graduation ceremony aboard the ship on 1st April 2022. Lawrence Matthew works for Switzer PNG Company, contracted to Oilsets Limited, operating at Kumul Maritime outside of Gulf, where the oil from Kutubu is exported.
It's a norm for every seafarer that we have to renew after every 5 years, and it is good that we run these courses every now and then back at ship, so that we get a good reminder and train the persons on board, so that people are reminded on situations that will most likely happen out at sea, and it will help us to at least try to survive.
YWAM PNG's Captain Jeremy Sierra said it was a real collaboration with the training, using some of the ship's equipment on board, while the PMTC brought their life raft along.
Well, YWAM Medical Ships is certainly grateful for the opportunity to have shared this course with Pacific Maritime Training College here in Port Moresby over the last week. It's great to be able to have the students from the school come and be on the ship for the week, as well as the instructors. And there were different instructors delivering different parts of the course, and even as well our own international volunteers, medical volunteers assisting with the first aid part of the course. So it was a real collaboration to be able to bring this course together this week.
The president of the PMTC, Gabriel Magyari, in absence, said it is a great opportunity for students to combine classroom learning with hands-on application on an operational vessel at sea. The registrar, Frieda Kana, delivered his official address.
Pacific Maritime Training College, in association and now in partnership with Youth with a Mission, YWAM PNG, we've decided to join forces with with YWAM to help the country's educational needs. This development of human resource through the maritime sector will feed the international shipping industry with seafarers that shall have both a cooperative vision and mission to save our planet. That is the reason to groom our trainees, you people sitting here, to have a positive attitude when performing your duties on and off assigned tasks of sailing a ship from the port of departure to the port of destination.
Speaking on behalf of the course participants, Lawrence Matthew expressed satisfaction of his hands-on training.
This is the first time this has been done. Most of the times when we go to either PNG Maritime College or the Pacific Maritime College, they run these courses back at campus. This is the first time that they brought it down on a vessel, and it is more like a more hands-on thing. Doing it on a ship and you get back to work on a ship, which is a very good thing.
Going forward, a 4-month course started on 4th April for students from Pacific Maritime Training College doing Engineer 5 and Mate 5 courses on board the MV YWAM PNG.
It's great to be able to do this training together, and we hope that this is just the first step. And we hope to be able to start the Engineer 5 and the Mate 5 course on the ship a week from Monday, and that those students would come on board for their whole course for about 4 months to do the training on the ship. And while they're doing the training, they would help with the actual operation of the ship. And so it's just a really great way for the medical ship to be able to keep going out to the places that we go, and also for students from around PNG to be able to develop their skills in a real-world operational environment.
After the break, the establishment of the YWAM satellite base and procurement of the semi-trailer. Previously, in late March 2022, the YWAM MS made an innovative move to introduce a semi-trailer equipped and modified as a mobile dental clinic to be used in selected schools in the National Capital District to promote oral health. Governor for NCD, Powers Pakop, was instrumental in enabling the establishment of the YWAM satellite base and the procurement of the semi-trailer. He expressed that health remains a big challenge in the nation's capital.
After many months of planning and delays due to COVID-19, a semi-trailer fully equipped arrived in Port Moresby for providing dental services, training opportunities, and health and well-being education to schools in the National Capital District. The semi-trailer was welcomed at the YWAM satellite base at Gabutu by the patron of YWAM PNG, Sir Rabi Namaliu. Sir Rabi Namaliu was accompanied by Governor for NCD, Powers Pakop, Minister for Housing and Urbanization, and local MP for Moresby South, Justin Chechenko, Deputy Governor for NCD and Chairman of Motu Koitabo Assembly, Daddy Toka Jr., and Rachel Marape, wife of Prime Minister James Marape. Local youth from Vabukori village performed a traditional Hiri Trade ritual song and dance to welcome the semi-trailer. Group leader Venau Aiga explains.
Whenever Lagatoi arrives safely, there is always a celebration. But when the Lagatoi is lost along the way in voyage of stormy seas, there is a great grief and sadness. But today, every tattoo on each girl's faces represents the tears of joy and the sweat of perseverance. The trailer had gone through so many impossibilities, but there have been many challenges overcome to see the trailer arrived to our land. So today, we welcome her with joy, singing, dancing, and celebrate the lives that will be touched throughout our city. So we celebrate and we welcome her.
The trailer is equipped with 3 brand new dental chairs, sterilization, and X-ray facilities.
I'm proud that our government has taken the opportunity to partner with organizations such as YWAM, which stands for Youth with a Mission, a global movement, to find innovative solutions to some of the challenges we face. The dental trailer is yet another example of one of these innovative solutions.
Governor Pakop was instrumental in enabling the establishment of the YWAM satellite base and the procurement of the semi-trailer. He expressed that health remains a big challenge.
It's part of this facility, I understand, but it's also a bigger picture of addressing the health challenge of our people. I want to say, boldly here that health remains a big challenge for all of us.
Pakop said the health challenge, especially lifestyle diseases, is seen in the statistics, especially seeing an historic record of 7 sitting MPs passing on during this 10th Parliament due to negligence. Deputy Governor for NCD and Chairman of Motu Koitabo Assembly, Dari Toka Jr. welcomed all guests, including the distinguished guests, Port Moresby Vipers team members, and staff of the NCD PHA. Besides the main purpose of visiting schools in NCD, the Motu Koitabo chairman also requests for the semi-trailer to be utilized in the Motu Koita villages.
Health is a priority, as Governor has said, and of course, and that's with Honourable Justin Chicheko as well. You will see in this particular electorate, it's moving forward at a very rapid rate, and they're in the middle of building a district hospital, and I'm sure that facility will also be complemented by the works of the trailer, the dental trailer that we will have.
Ken Mulligan, Managing Director of YWAM Medical Ships, said for 35 years and is working in partnership with YWAM PNG. He is based in Queensland, Australia, but always present in PNG on such important occasions. He appreciates the partnerships and collaboration that moves the mission forward, and so it is with the dental semi-trailer.
So when I start thinking about the dental trailer behind, you may notice it doesn't have a truck that's pulling it. And why did we do that? Because we look for partners, because we believe that we are to provide a certain amount, but we also believe that we need the right partners to walk with and talk with. We believe that education is key for this nation, and we will provide some of that, but understanding UPNG and understanding the different educators in this country of how we can walk together.
The program manager for YWAM Medical Ships based in Port Moresby, Matt Scott, mentioned some of the partners who assisted in shipping of the semi-trailer as follows: PNG Port, Pacific Islands International, Swire Shipping, NCDC Money Plus Vipers, Pacific Maritime Training College, National Maritime Safety Authority, and Octedi Mining Limited.
And that ends Scope this evening. A kind reminder to apply simple measures to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water. Cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Thank you for your company. Bye for now.